And you touched on Alex there as well. We know you're big fan of him. How do you think his season's gone so far?
Um, ah, it's difficult in that Williams when you've got a teammate who's a rookie as well, right? Because it's hard to get a measure of, how much is like, for example, at the start of the season, I think we're thinking, oh, mate, the Alpha Tower is a really weak car, but then you look at Yuki's results and where he's been running in the races, and he's actually been on the cusp of points pretty much every race for large portions. So same with Alex. I think we saw at Monaco that Williams just had no pace, but we know it's not, that's a downforce track and that Williams has all the downforce of a NASCAR. So I think that I think he's doing as good a job as he can do. I don't think that's not the seat. He's going to really be able to prove like, is he actually capable of being at that, considered in those same conversations as, George Orlando, who he came up through the junior categories with and came up through F2 with. I think obviously the hit that took to his stock, getting that Rebel opportunity, that's still going to take time to overcome. But I do believe there's a genuinely, you know, high potential racing driver there, and I think almost the adversity that he's been through is going to help him in the long term, help kind of shape him. It's not, if you're just winning all the time, you're not going to get those same lessons that you are from the kind of humbling he somewhat got in 2020. So yeah, I'm from an Albon point of view, I'm satisfied that he's doing a good job, and I just hope Williams can give him and Logan, because I was a big fan of Logan last year in F2 as well, like give them both the car to actually showcase what they can do, and he's somewhat getting those opportunities. I think they'll be much better in Catalunya, but there's a lot of high speed, medium speed, which still isn't great for them. But Alex is he's mainly getting into Q2 most of the time, which I think's credit to him.
Yeah, for where that
Um,
car is, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
what do you see his next steps as well? Do you think he should be in the Williams for a long term, or maybe a project like Audi might tempt him later down the line?
Yeah, I mean that's got to be a tempting move, isn't it? I think if you're Audi and you see, it depends how much you kind of believe, I guess, because Williams were weighing up, was it Albon and De Vries? And I think obviously right now Albon over De Vries is looking like a much better choice, given he's a year younger and is driving at a much better level. Obviously De Vries is still kind of fresh to F1, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see Williams get back up there, of course. And with the ATR, all the ATR stuff they're getting being bottom, if they're bottom by what end of this month now, if they're still bottom of the constructors, then they get the full ATR for then the next half of this year. They've just got to now with Vowles in shot, because I'm super impressed with James Vowles. I think maybe he is the man to take him forward, at least from the outside looking in. He seems like the way he talks about stuff is very, very impressive. So it could all just be PR, but I don't know. I've got some belief now that Vowles is in charge, that maybe that could be this, because I'd love to see Williams back at the top, of course.